Hey, bud, you're yawning. This is episode 24. I'm Vernon, and you're
These get more and more scripted, I think, as the
not at
as
all.
I
And
feel normally people get more natural. Somehow we're getting less natural as it goes
I
on.
told you I was hitting the record button. You did a 30-second yawn. That's not my fault.
Nobody controls their fucking yawn.
Yeah,
Like,
they do. Yeah, they do. I'm Vern Mo. That's J Bone, and this is episode 24 of the Halfway to Middle Age podcast. Thanks for joining us. I need to start off something very important by saying that all these years of being married, and I've had kids now for 13 years, I've never done a birthday party on my own. So I owe my wife a huge apology for always telling her that she's a baby for complaining about him because I had to only bring six kids bowling into a hotel. And it was really difficult because they're all great kids, but put them together,
oh, they become little dickheads.
little dickheads. So I think one of the funniest things is they went to the arcade and my son was playing on the crane game.
Yeah.
Up a couple South Park toys. He's on a heater, so he's walking away and he goes, "It's like I'm the only one that won. Looks like I'm built different on these games, don't you think?" To his friend. So apparently he's built differently with his skill level at the arcade because
I believe, I
that's
believe if I'm not wrong, those games are you just have to put enough money into it to win.
I'll tell you, he won like three in a row. It was a thing of beauty. Normally he's not so lucky.
Same machine?
Same machine. It was
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, it was really nuts. But yeah, no, they we got back to the hotel after bowling for 2 hours. Nobody needs to bowl for 2 hours. Don't
That's a
need
45-minute event.
Yeah, 2 hours is, like you said, about an hour and a half, hour and 15, too long. But did that, then hit the arcade, then went back to the hotel. They went swimming and then up to the room. And they just, every time I thought they started to fall asleep, one would fart and they'd all start laughing again. One would fall off the bed, they'd start laughing again. I said, I know I'm the nice guy here, but I said, you guys have to go to sleep. So then
My
they all
question to you.
they sneak into the bathroom because I could hear them whispering, "Okay, let's go into the bathroom." So they all go in the bathroom and like hang out. I don't know what the heck they were doing in there. But I wake up to take a leak and I almost break my neck on Jolly Ranchers. So there's like candy. I mean, the hotel was the biggest disaster area. I woke up in the morning and there was just stuff everywhere. Kids' socks and candy wrappers and leftover cake and pizza boxes just everywhere. And I was like, good Lord, this is a rough one.
My
So
question to you is when you signed up to bring what was it, five, six,
six. Yep.
six, 10-year-old boys into
Yep.
a hotel room, you thought that they're totally gonna
I thought
keep
when I told them to be quiet in the swimming pool area, they might do it. I thought, you know, you get six competitive boys together that they wouldn't argue and call each other cheaters and all that stuff. But
yeah.
the way it was.
How long did you say you had children for?
Well, quite a while. Quite a while. Quite a few years. So no, certainly I basically wanted to say that I was wrong about my wife because every time she would do a party and then she put the pictures on Facebook, I'd be like, yeah, I guess you're just bragging. It's just a birthday party. Well, aren't I a jackass? Because there's way more to it. All I did was show up with a cake, and I didn't even know if I had candles, but she had those packed in there for me too. So I was all set. I was like, oh man,
Wait, so what exactly are you nodding your head? You didn't do shit.
I didn't do anything at all. All I did was drive them to and from and then hang out with them.
You just were the only bastard with a fucking license.
That's true. Because they wanted me out. There was one kid that was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go down and go get a Powerade downstairs. We're on the fourth floor." I'm like, "You can't go by yourself." So they all go. And I'm sure they were talking shit about me the whole way. This guy.
Your dad has so many rules, fucking
What the
guy.
fuck? I mean, it's a party, am I right? I've seen him get shit faced and act like a jackass.
Yeah.
So we got a bunch of Skittles and it's making us a little crazy. Why's he got to bust our asses? But yeah, no, they were great. but it was just a lot for one person to handle. So,
Yeah.
so
I
there's.
would have at least needed a second chaperone with me to do that trip.
I
I'm
mean,
not.
my brother-in-law was there until about 8 o'clock, and then he wound up heading out, so he didn't stay overnight. That's about when.
Uh, I need an overnight chaperone.
Yeah, me too. I needed an overnight 12 pack, but I was thinking, what if one of them gets hurt or something and I got to drive them? I'm calling the parents. I'm like, I can't take them home. I've been drinking heavily. I mean,
Yeah, I'm fucked
what are
up.
you gonna do?
Don't get your kids.
Get your goddamn kid. But yeah, no, I find it funny that the way they talk to each other. Cap, no cap, I'm built different, all that stuff. All night. It was an
I
all
think
night thing.
I think this coming generation might have the worst lingo I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, I think every generation says that about the one after it, but
No, but I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
all
know,
the
12
generations they
generations, yeah.
collectively say that skibbity is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I don't even know what it means. I
I'm
don't
pretty
know
sure
if
it's
it's
bad, but
compliment
it
or
might mean
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I don't know. I know the Rizzler is good. I found that out. That's a good thing to be the Rizzler.
But if you're Ohio, you're bad or something. Ohio Rizzler's bad.
Is it?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
could be completely wrong, but it all sounds like the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Do you know what I wrote down on a piece of paper today? Nothing.
No.
You know why? Because I realized something the other day when I was down and depressed about the lack of viewers on this. I said, screw it. I'm going to have fun and do what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make a list. I'm not going to do all this horse shit because it really doesn't matter. I'm not going to stress myself out. This is therapeutic. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk about the fact that I don't want to get old, the fact that you're young and you probably don't appreciate the fact that you're young because nobody appreciates it when they're young. Everybody thinks they're going to stay young forever. I'm telling you. And then,
Nobody thinks that.
no, they do. Everybody thinks it.
I promise you, I don't think I'm going to stay young forever.
No, but you don't feel like you're ever going to get old. It's a funny
I
thing.
actually know it. I'm surrounded by old people.
Yeah, no. I know your future tells you you're going to get old, but you're thinking. I was thinking when I was your age that the way the world was going, and at the time the world wasn't really going all that fast. There was no cell phones. There was nothing. But for some reason, I thought that they were going to come up with like fake hearts and stuff so that I would live forever. Like when I was younger, I never
No,
thought
it's not a matter of not people thinking they'll never get old. It's just you thought
I would
that
never
they
die.
would invent immortality.
Yes. And I still kind of believe it, but I think now I'm getting phased out, which sucks because it's going to happen. Like
Yeah,
I'm going to get ready to die, and there's going to be a huge announcement, and it's going to be
it's
too
gonna be
late.
like a month and a half after you croak.
Yeah, which is a funny way, croak. But yeah, no, I'm not writing shit down anymore. Fuck that. So I was watching the last podcast. I don't blame that only 52 people watched it because my attitude sucked. So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna come out here, do the best me, which isn't that great,
Yeah.
my wife says, but that's it. That's all.
What did you say?
I said the best me, which my wife says isn't that great, but I'm gonna I'm gonna rely on you, and then that's it. And now I picked up a couple subscribers today, two at the bank, and then one from a gent that I've been buying stuff from, and hopefully he's gonna listen to this one too.
Oh, Jet. I thought you said Jet. I'm like, what the fuck
I
is
call
that?
people darling and gent and gal. I'm really old school when it comes to that type of stuff. So, and I didn't realize I look like such a douchebag with my glasses on. So those are gone. And I don't care that I look like a dickhead with sunglasses on in my own house because this light is bright. So
Did you say those are gone?
they're gone for the podcast sake. I'm not wearing those fucking things. I looked even older than I even am. So I'm not doing
What?
that.
Oh, your
I'm not-
glasses.
Yeah, not doing it.
Why?
Nope. Not.
Why?
That's what I used to say. I didn't say skibbity toilet. I said not all the time. It'd be like, yeah, you're funny. Not.
Yeah, but
That's
my
cool.
question is if the glasses help you see.
Yeah, they helped me see, but I didn't get the right glasses because they're really technically reading glasses. I could see here and then I can't see out there. So, because I never got glasses, I didn't get like the right ones. So it's like I could only see
Fucking eye
here.
doctor didn't steer you the right
They
way.
were trying to get me to something I didn't want. I didn't think they knew what they were talking about. I said, this is
These
all,
aren't the people that went to school for it.
what's the schooling on that? Community
I
college,
don't know.
couple years to become an optometrist? I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure you got to go through quite a few classes at the very least.
Yeah. Well, I got offered a scholarship at DeVry once, and I turned that down. So I know a little bit about what's going on. No, it's they were saying the transition takes a while to get used to, so I didn't want to take a while to get used to it. So I went with the easier option. But I can't wear them all the time because I can really only
Okay, so you say the easier option, but in reality,
it's the harder option. I
just
didn't
the
know
wrong
because I
one.
spent 46 years without glasses, and then all of a sudden I have glasses, and I thought that I made the right decision. I made the wrong decision, and now I have to get the right glasses. That's it. That's all there
Yeah,
is.
glasses aren't that bad, guy. I've lived half my life with them.
I think more than half.
No.
Fuck me. What are you gonna do? Oh my god! I posted on TikTok the joke about Barbie. Barbie and Ken. Why Barbie never got pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And this dipshit, I'm sorry, I'm not holding back anymore. This dipshit actually wrote, well, maybe she didn't get pregnant because not all women are meant to get pregnant. I said, yeah, it's a joke about a doll. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm not talking about women's rights or a real woman. It's a
Yeah,
fucking
that's a little that's that's a bit of a reach. If you want to get technical, that maybe she didn't get pregnant because she's a foot tall doll that isn't real.
yeah, maybe that's the part. I'm telling a joke here, guy. I don't know what to tell you. But
I'm pretty sure a plastic doll isn't, given the organs and such to produce a pregnancy. So
exactly. I know the Barbie movie, she was real. I'm talking about the one in the plastic box. That's the one that I'm talking about. But my initial thought when I read it was just to tell them how much of an idiot that I thought their comment was. And then I just was like, okay, I'm just not going to do that, get into an argument about a Barbie doll. But I thought it was pretty funny. So I
yeah.
lost the football game again. Can't seem to pick a winner. Don't really understand why. But that was a good game. I only lost by 3 points too. I should have taken the spread. Would have been another wash.
We're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I get we're not doing it anymore, but it would have been beneficial if we did.
You told me the wrong rules.
Oh, I tell you the right rules that help me to benefit me to win. Okay, that's two different things. No, I
Yeah, you
told you
told me
the
the
right.
wrong rules. You go, yeah, if you win by three, you win. They won by three, you go, nope, you don't win. I
We're gonna
think
go back and
I
look at.
won.
I'm dropping the red flag because I don't believe I said that. If I did, we'll go back and watch the
You
video. It's
want to know
all.
how I know? Because we recorded it.
Yeah, we did, but that was the one we didn't have any audio, so we're gonna have to lip read it. That's not the word. Lip
I
read.
don't think it was that one. I
Lip
don't think it
read?
was. No,
I don't know.
I'm saying I don't think it was in
Oh,
the.
you mean the video? Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Which one? I don't know. I had a nightmare about that raccoon thing, though. Not really, but I did think about it. You ever lay down and you're not asleep, but you're not really awake, and you're just kind of like visualizing things, like that step right before sleep? And I started thinking about how you said the raccoon could fit up my ass, not
Mm,
my ass specifically.
well, it could. It probably could fit up your ass the easiest.
Why?
I don't know. I figured you
You
got
tell?
some.
Do tell.
I,
What has Ed been telling you about my ass that leads you to believe that a raccoon would find its way up mine easier than the average guy?
well, we know your situation on wiping.
Yeah.
It's lubed, man.
Well, you know what? I like a bidet, so there's that. And I told you that story in confidence about going to have my checkup with the doctor. So I'll tell the story here. I had to check up with the doc. I didn't realize I was going to get a finger up the ass that day. And I was nervous because I don't like going to the doctor. So I asked him right before he was putting the glove on, snapping it. I said, do you think I could go get a courtesy wipe? I'm feeling a little bit, I'm sweating down here. And he started laughing. And then next thing I knew, I don't think a finger ever slid up an ass as quick as that. I mean, it was immediate. And I was like, I it's sweat. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I tried to
Uh,
warn you
I
about it.
don't know this story, but
Oh, really? It's the local doctor here in New Paltz. 100% a true story. Had no idea that I was in for that kind of test that day. Hadn't probably done the greatest wipe down, I guess, mixed with the nerves and sweat, and it was super embarrassing. And I'm pretty sure if you ask Doc, he's never forgotten it. So
you telling me I told you that in confidence. I'm like, you haven't told me shit.
Never told you that one? It's a real beaut. It's a real beaut. Anytime I tell anybody that one, they love it. It's super
Interesting.
embarrassing. Super
Did you
embarrassing.
like it?
Did I like? Yeah, kind of. A little bit. I mean, I felt his ring. So
He
no,
he left his ring on?
left his ring in there. No, I don't know if he had a ring.
Probably clenched to sell that motherfucker.
All I know is that there was not much that he had to do to penetrate, and it was embarrassing, is all I'm gonna say. So
I've heard like horror stories where people just spring like anal sex onto someone, and I'm like, how could you just like,
I
you know
think
what I
they
mean?
call that rape, don't they? What are we talking about? Did
No,
you bring it
like
on him?
you having sex and you pop it in the butt.
Hmm.
You know, I don't think you could just like. I don't think it works like that, does it?
I don't believe so.
Apparently, for you, it does.
No, that was a bad day. It was a bad day. Definitely not my finest day. I
You
left there and called in, and she
don't
was
suck
working, and
shit.
I told her the story at work, and she got into one of those laughing fits that she just couldn't even breathe because she could just picture me trying to explain to the doctor that I had to go get a courtesy wipe, like completely red in my face because I could just feel
I can picture it too.
it was bad.
You're like on your elbows, and you're like, "Come on, doc."
Good news is though I didn't have any issues, so that was positive. The only thing that could have made it worse for me.
Yeah. After all that, he tells you something. It don't look right, guy.
You know what? Let me do it again. I got a different probing tool for the next one. So,
What's that called for the gynecologist? The thing that like
oh yeah,
fucking, it's like metal.
yeah. No, I'm picturing it.
Yeah, and you just or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Scratch it open. I don't know if I'd like that more or a finger up the ass, but
why would you like that one more?
and if I was a if I was a woman, I don't think that I would really
Oh,
like that.
no, I don't think I would like it either.
No, it wouldn't be an appointment I'd look forward to.
But
You know,
maybe it feels good if you're a girl.
yeah, maybe.
You think it does?
You think it makes it harder if the doctor's like really attractive?
For a woman?
Yeah,
Nah.
they're like embarrassed or something.
Well, isn't it mostly a woman doctor anyway?
I don't know.
So maybe if they're lesbians, they're like, oh shit, they're about to be all up in me.
Yeah. I mean, I find personally that if I was going to go in for a finger up the ass, I mean, I don't want it anyway. I'm not saying that I do, but I definitely would prefer this. I can't win no matter what my answer is here, whatever I say.
No,
Not gonna,
no.
not gonna sound right. I'm gonna hit the pause button on this one, back off it. But
You would prefer, let me guess,
I don't
you were
want
gonna
to have
say you would
female
prefer
doctors come in and then all of a sudden be sitting there and fondling my balls. You know what I mean? Checking me out because if I'm a married man, okay, I'm saying it in a perfect, in a not, a, it's not a perfect world. Be not married. I'm not saying that, but in a world without kids and a wife, no, I'm saying if there, if it like obviously that would be better, but it would be just embarrassing. Have you ever had a doctor grab your balls and make you cough?
not cough, I don't think.
What did he make you do?
I'm pretty sure when I get checked, I was
Doctor's
gonna
not
get
supposed to
grabbed
make
in the
you.
nuts.
Your doctor's not supposed to make you grab his nuts back. This is how they're supposed to feel, guy. Oh, I don't think that's normal.
I don't know if I've ever coughed.
No.
No.
Do you
Isn't
have a,
don't you turn and cough when
you have a,
he's up your butt, not
you have a
grabbing?
fist full of nuts right now that you just coughed? You did. You're fucking grabbing your nuts right now and you just coughed to see what it would do?
No,
Then why would you just cough?
because I never coughed. I
I
don't
can't
think
see
that's
your
a part
hands.
of the ball exam. I think that's up to the
Definitely is.
noose.
Look it up. Look it
No,
up.
I think they tell you to turn the
You have to
cough
be
with the fingers up the butt.
46 years old without knowing a little bit about that.
Huh?
You don't get to be 46 without knowing a few things about and I got to go to the doctors more and more frequently, which sucks. It's another part of getting old that's not good. I didn't, you don't think that part. You think you're going to be able to eat double cheeseburgers for the rest of your life and it's not going to ever catch up to you or affect you. And even if you come to terms with the fact that I'm going to have side tit, be fat, disgusting, I really don't give a fuck how I look. It doesn't matter. I got a wife that loves me and she loves me for who I am and I love me for who I am. That's not good enough because the doctor's telling you got high blood pressure, BP's through the roof, cholesterol's fucking out of control. You're a
But I
walking heart
lived a
attack.
happy life.
Yeah, but you're not living for very long. I can tell you
Take
that.
me away. Take me.
No, nope. And next thing you know, old J Bone's eating vegetables, and your
Nope.
wife's smacking the bacon out of your hand because she's telling you you can't even eat that shit anymore.
I'm a grown man.
Yeah, overgrown at that point. I'm
Let
just
it be.
there's a lot to getting old that is well beyond the wrinkle phase and the gray hair part and all of it. It just there's a lot to it. I wish I could bypass all of it.
Why?
Believe there's a fountain of youth out there, and I'm gonna find it.
Fuck a fountain of youth.
Fuck you. You
Getting
can't
young sounds horrible.
saying fuck a fountain of youth while you're youthful is like anytime I go, yeah, I wear a hat because I'm bald, and then somebody goes, yeah, I don't really like my hair either. And I say, you have a full head of hair. I don't want to hear that you don't like your fucking hair. That's not the same argument as me telling you I've been bald for 30 years. Okay?
It doesn't
You
matter.
need the
If you're
fountain of
young,
youth.
if you're young forever, it takes the value away of time.
No, bullshit. If I knew I was going to live forever, it would be awesome. Because I
No,
would,
would it?
yeah, it would. If I had a regenerative like Deadpool, and I knew I could just do whatever I wanted to, I would walk in front of cars every day. I'd get fucking run over. I'd jump
Watch
out.
this. Watch this. You're gonna watch your children die.
Yeah, but they're also regenerative because they.
No, that's not how it
That's
works.
how it goes. That's how it goes.
Nope.
I will
You
say.
watch.
I will say you're right. I'm definitely not gonna. I want to be the first person out of anybody I truly love to die. I get that, but I want us all to live forever. It'd be great.
Okay, then we have no fucking food and shit. Overpopulation, dude.
Listen,
People
then,
need to
then
die.
what? Then people fend for themselves. I'll learn how to shoot a fucking bow and arrow if I have to.
Eventually, there's gonna be nothing.
I get it. I'm not, all right. So maybe a shelf life of like 500 years then. It's not that crazy.
That sounds awful.
Does it?
When would you retire? When are we retire? Are we fucking doing work until we're 65 and paying for our shit till we're 500?
Yeah, we're working till we're like 400 because that's the new,
Could
like,
you imagine working for 400 years?
I don't want to work for another 40 minutes. I get the work part. Stop bringing real life into my dreams, okay? I just want everything to be
That's
perfect.
the point of real life, to crush your dreams.
I want regenerative hair, okay? I'll just take that deal right now. If
All
in
right, you can have
lifetime
that.
we don't come up with a fucking cure for baldness, it's amazing.
You
It's
could have regenerative hair, but it turns into like Rapunzel's hair where it's long as fuck.
I would if I had to have Rapunzel's hair or hair on the top of my head that looked like pubes, probably go on Rapunzel's.
But that shit's like 100 miles long. Oh, it's not 100 miles, but
But I don't know if you remember that movie. She also had a hell of a singing voice, so that comes with the territory.
Do you get it when you get the hair?
I do.
Yeah.
Got to do it. I just say I want to live forever. Apparently, my childhood dreams of that happening are not going to happen.
I
Okay,
don't think it ever will.
never going to happen. But 46 years, pretty good run. So if I kick the bucket at any point after this, you know what I mean? A lot of people didn't
I
think
love
I'd.
how you're like optimistic that you would love to live forever, but
I
you
would love
totally
to live.
don't think you have the chance to live past 50.
I don't want to be. I'm a perfect candidate to be incontinent. You know, knew that was going to be a tough one for you, where I can no longer hold my bowels in, and I'll be pissing and shitting myself when I'm about.
Incontinent? Like the continents of like the seven continents?
Yeah, no, I don't believe that's where it derives from. But if you look it up, anyway, I'm a perfect candidate for that. I already have memory loss problems. The future is looking very dark for me because I'm not going to remember that I shit and pissed myself. I'll probably try to drive. I mean, all of it, my vision is going, so I probably won't even see it. Like it's not looking too good for me. I might actually like I made it my whole life without doing hard drugs. I might do drugs at that point. You know what I mean? Because
Why?
if I'm like 75 and fuck it, everything's going on me. I always wanted to know what like cocaine and that felt like. I wanted to
Oh,
go for like 5 minutes and then I wanted an off switch so I could go back. I didn't want the where I'd get addicted to it and then be blowing dudes for it and all that shit. And I don't want to fucking OD on it. I just want to know for like a 5 minute period.
yeah,
What it feels like.
me too. I
I,
thought about it a lot.
yeah, I thought about it a lot, and I actually knew a dude in school that did it, and then he did it so much that he like wore out the inside of his nose, and his nose collapsed.
How the fuck does a nose just collapse?
Fucking
I didn't
class.
know it had. I didn't know it had a structure to
Got to do a
collapse.
lot of coke for that, but that dude did it.
Huh.
Yeah, if I were gonna do any major drugs, it would be cocaine. I wouldn't fuck with anything I gotta inject in myself. Like if I'm I gotta be like well like a 1 foot in the grave before I even consider this.
Like I'm already on hospice and all types of shit. Like
Yeah,
I'm bedridden.
yeah,
Just
it's done. Let me just have a couple good dreams and then that's it.
yeah.
You know what? Actually, if I'm on hospice, I want you to remember this for me because I'll forget. I want you to roll in a TV for me, pop a video in, porn, then slip me 2 Viagra and inject me with something powerful. And then hopefully, you know what I mean? I have like the greatest load of my life, might send me into, into some type of shock. And that's it. I'm gone. And you
You want
don't
like
have to
a
worry
you want
about
like
it.
a VHS type of
Yeah,
porn to be,
old school because I want to feel like I'm young again while it's in there. You know, I want big bush and I want to have to be able to fast forward to my
and should I
favorite
make it like really fuzzy somehow?
a little bit. That would be really good. So if you could make that happen for me, that would be really great.
Got it.
All right,
Your
man.
deathbed, I'll put a fucking sex movie on.
Promises are promises. They don't mean anything unless you mean them.
Yeah, but that's only if you go on hospice, so
Oh yeah. So I went yesterday to the grocery store. Fucking,
yeah.
I got all this food up there, and I got a new card, but it didn't come yet. And then the card that I was gonna use, actually, I had with my wife, so I had the wrong fucking card and it wasn't working. And Andrew's like, "Are you broke?" And I'm like, "No." And I'm like sweating because at this point there's people behind me, and I literally can't. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I said, "I've only got this card," and she's like, I don't know. And I go, "Can I write you a check?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I had
Oh,
to.
Apple Pay.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that motherfucker. Yep. That would have saved a lot of trouble. You know what? If you were working at the fucking store, I would have to run out. Like, it's seriously, like, so embarrassed. And Andrew's telling me I'm broke to everybody in the place. I got to run out to the thing and get a goddamn checkbook. Apple Pay. Yep. There.
Your fucking Apple has it. Apple Watch has it too.
Yep. Got both of those. Yeah.
You could have just
I
tapped
was
your
really
wrist, dude, and been
flustered.
out there.
I was really flustered because he's like, yeah, no, it didn't go through. I'm looking at my wallet. I'm like, my fucking debit card is not in here.
You only got one card?
Yeah, because I don't like traveling with credit cards. I'm very I'm traveling in circles. All right, it's birthday
I
season.
mean, you were going to a place to use money.
I wasn't fucking planning on it. I stopped there after I went out for dinner. I said I'll get a couple things. It turned into $200.
Okay, so you went to dinner. That's another place to sit.
That's why, because I gave her the card to pay for the fucking food. We split cars up. I went to Texas Roadhouse. I gave the card for dinner and had my card. Then I had a credit card. I had 2 cards. I started with 2. I got a new card for the credit card that's coming into the mail. So this one no longer is valid. She has my debit card. I didn't think of Apple Pay. I'm sweating and nervous. This guy's saying something to me. My son's calling me a fucking deadbeat. I had to run and leave my groceries and run out run out there to go grab a check.
Write a check.
Yeah, I had to write a fucking check last night. It was embarrassing as hell. But I made it through it. So what are you gonna do? That's my story about that. But yeah, you were going to tell me some revelations you had, some high revelations. What'd you come up with? That we're not.
Write them down.
Is there anything else you want to tell me about that's sad and not going to happen? They're not going to come up with a cure for cancer in our lifetime.
What?
Yeah, what else you got to say that's going to be a Debbie Downer, huh? So I got on this pod thinking I might have a shot of living forever. Elon Musk said so.
Elon, why would you believe him saying that he has found the cure to dying?
He never said it, but if he did, I probably would believe it. But yeah, what'd you come up with? Anything really good?
I forgot all of them.
Smoked so much weed that you had great revelations and forgot all of them. That's
I
amazing.
texted you after I smoked, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this shit's gonna be great on the podcast." And then I went to bed, and
I've been waiting for this all week. And you got
I
nothing.
don't got a single thing. I mean, I'll try again. I'll try to recreate it.
All right. All right, bet. Well, anyway, we are at our time limit. As I said
Are
it,
we?
I didn't set a paper. I didn't write anything on paper, but I said time limit's got to be 35 minutes max because we got, who the fuck are we for people to sit there and listen to us? Who's playing? I don't even know.
Let's do Thursday night.
Let's do Thursday night. I think I know that game. Oh, I'll give you a game instead of Thursday. I don't think it's Thursday night, but I do know one
Bills
game.
Lions.
Yep, you pick. It's a 3-point spread. I know you don't believe in all that shit, so it doesn't matter, but I'm just telling you the Lions are favored. But I will go either way. I'll give you first pick because I took first pick last time.
I want the Bills.
It's a good pick. You see Josh Allen had 6 touchdowns?
Yeah.
6. Most fantasy
3
points.
rushing, 3
Yeah.
passing.
I had him on my fantasy team on my DraftKings lineup and still only won $110.
How many points did he score?
51.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That
You know
dude
how
is
hard
on
that is
track.
to do it? You know how fucking hard that is to do it?
Isn't that like up there with one of the highest of all time, like fantasy points?
Yeah, it's definitely the highest for a QB. I think maybe 60 is the highest, but it's insane. I've never seen anything like it.
I can't say that I have either.
It was an insane game. Before we go, I'm going to leave you with one dad joke. I did read this and I thought it was pretty funny.
Okay.
Okay. Hold up. All right. I gave my handyman a to-do list, but he only did jobs 1, 3, and 5. Turns out he only does odd jobs. That there is
That's
a
that's
dad
a way to end that one. That's a way to
joke.
end it.
Easy. All right. This has been fun. Thank you, everybody. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. We're not doing any more wrestling shit. I don't even know if we're doing any more giveaways. We're just going to try to make you laugh. And if that works, that's great for me. Jason, tell these people what they need to know about getting the hell off of here.
I mean, we're gonna hit leave. You fucking hit that subscribe button. How about that?
And nobody's ever said it better. Have a good one, guys.